I should add that in there. Himmat Sandu, please don't cancel me. But your song ruined TikTok. I mean, the Giddha for me for a little bit. Hi everyone, my name is Kareena Sidhu. I also infamously go as Kareena or Kat here. That name originated just because Prabhu didn't know my name for the longest time, so he just called me Kareena and we just went with it. Didn't correct him, just went with it. I started dancing when I was 5 years old. I am 23 now, so if we do the math, it's been a very long time. I have been at Shan-E before Shan-E was Shan-E, so before 2008. I started off with Uncle. Shout out to him. I was 5 years old. He knew my mom somehow, and I just ended up in Giddha as an activity, and it soon grew up into a passion. So shout out to him. To add on to Uncle, he's always encouraged us as girls to continue dancing. He, I believe, is one of the biggest reasons Giddha is still dominant here at Shan-E. He was the very first male Giddha coach, and that's not very common here in Surrey. In India, I know it happens, but here he, kind of broke barriers with us, coached us, and then eventually I moved on to the senior team. That's the story for later on. So growing up, Giddha wasn't a trend like it is now. Not everyone was doing it. So when somebody would ask, or you would say I dance, and then it would become into Punjabi dance or Punjabi folk dance, people would automatically think that it's Bhangra, and I would just go with, yeah, I do Bhangra, because it was easier to explain that than say Giddha. I feel that when people think of the term Giddha, it just comes as if like girls standing in a circle and clapping. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more work than that. Okay, so growing up, we didn't have that social media platform to learn Giddha from or post about our trends. So Giddha was never known to be cool, I would say. But now, as we see the progression, Giddha is all over social media. Everyone's doing it. For example, I absolutely hate the song Tundra because, as we know, it's very popular on TikTok and it's the same stuff over and over again, which is, I feel like it's nice to see that progression that Giddha has had. It's nice to see that people are accepting it. Not that it was something that needed to be accepted, but the progression that's come with it is very nice to see. I should add that in there. Himmat Sandu, please don't cancel me. But your song ruined TikTok. I mean, the Giddha for me for a little bit. It's been nice to see how social media has given Giddha a platform. However, I still think Giddha doesn't get that traditional folk aspect that it deserves. I feel like the Giddha we see on social media is very fast-paced, or it's more of like pop Giddha. Does that make sense? It's just fusion Giddha. It's not Giddha. It's not what we're taught here at Shan-E. It's not what other academies that here in Surrey teach as folk. Even though social media has given us that part of Giddha, it's still not that part of Giddha that we're taught here at Shan-E. So shout out to Shan-E for everything, especially Giddha. So since I started Giddha to about 2017, it had always been recorded. I had never done live Giddha before, and the very first time I did do it was in 2017. At that time, we thought it was the best thing ever. It couldn't get better than that. But obviously we progressed and we learned a lot more from that performance. Now we look back at that and we think oh my God, this was not the greatest thing ever. To add on to that, the difference between live and music, it's a lot. Live music is literally everything live, from singing, dancing, tolki, everything is live. Nothing is recorded, and then music, Giddha is the total opposite of that. So normally, here at Shan-E, if we do want to do recorded Giddha, we usually go to a studio, sing, get that recorded on a CD or USB, whatever, and then we perform on that. However, we've stepped back from that and decided to take on a more traditional approach and just stick with live Giddha overall. My very first live competition was in 2018 at BABG. That's also one of my favorite memories. It was losing a competition was one of my favorite memories, just because the outcome afterwards. So we went to that competition. For a lot of the girls here, it was their very first time doing a live competition, and the girls that it wasn't the first time, they were trained from India to perform live. So we learned a lot from those girls as well. So we went to that competition fully prepared. We did our performance and As people would say now, like we thought the bag was secured, like we won, that was it. And then the results came and we did it, we placed second. It was heartbreaking. We were very upset, but you live and you learn, I guess. But I believe the following couple of weeks, Gabru TV posted that video on YouTube. And then the next morning or the couple of days later, we see that we have at least 2 million views in like 2 days, which was insane. So if you go type in Giddha right now, we're the very first video that pops up next to another video from India, I believe. That's my favorite memory, just because I feel as losing a competition doesn't mean you lost, because we received so much love from that video. The comments, it's not even from locals, it's from all over the world. Like there's comments from India, Australia, Germany, the States, everywhere, and even the people in the comments were like what the heck happened? How did they not place? So I feel like your loss doesn't define you. That's another thing Shan has taught me. It's the love we received after that video that came with it. I can't sing at all. So if you ask me to sing you a song or a geet, I probably could not, but I feel as if singing live Boldiya and actually singing are two different things, and that's what I've learned from our coach Preet Karnahal here. She's taught us how to harmonize our vocals, to actually sing, and we usually get paired up with a girl that's similar to your vocals. I feel as Shan has taught me how to sing Boldiya properly. So during Giddha competitions, we have one specified Giddha instructor. However, we do have the other Bhangra instructors come in, or the coaches here come in and give in their input and feedback. So it's more than Giddha, it's about a community here, and we're all for criticism and the feedback we receive from not just our Giddha instructor, but the other coaches here. And to add to that, JT Uncle, he would always show up to our Giddha competitions regardless of where it was. That's another one of my favorite memories. He surprised us in San Francisco during PBG. Man showed up. He's with Auntie and Babni, they all showed up. I think they were visiting family, but he popped by, and you know, the same old Sher Banke situations are the quotes he would say. Yeah. And the uncle, he's strict, but it's out of love. It's never out of like he doesn't genuinely hate someone. It's out of love and it's out of care. He won't ever yell at you for no reason. If you get yelled at, that means he likes you. And I got yelled at a lot when I was little, so. I feel like the coaches here, they bring out the better in you, the best in you, sorry. Without the coaches here, I don't know if I would have the confidence in myself, the relationships here. I feel like all of us would agree that shout out to the coaches here and the management and the instructors. Giddha has progressed over the years, as we've seen. It's all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube even. But I feel as if we want our folk dance to progress, there needs to be a bigger platform for us. There are lots of other studios or clubs here in Surrey, not even us, that do promote Giddha, but it's the lack of opportunities to express or showcase our talents. I've never done Bhangra, and I know a lot of the girls here that do Bhangra. There's a lot, not even the girls, like the guys here too, there's a lot more opportunities for Bhangra dancers, just because I don't know why that is, that's just how it is. I feel like Giddha is not the norm. So any Giddha competitions we do get, we just jump at them just because the lack of, and we're always so excited to do them. I have performed Toronto, California, that's where they usually are, so that's where we usually go, and there's a local one in Abbotsford that's usually here. But these competitions, I feel as there's a lack of, and we need more of them. Oh, should I show you our trophies back there? We have, oh, another memory I have. I'm sorry, PJ, I'm sorry. Okay, when we went to Toronto, we placed first there, and I am 5'2" or 3", I believe, and the trophy was at least like 5'6", 5'5". It was a first place trophy, and it didn't fit on the plane, and we had to miss our flight. And I was very angry. I kind of wanted to just like throw the trophy at the window kind of thing, but I didn't. We had to get a separate seat for the trophy, and I had to sit alone with it. And the best part is when non-brown people ask you, oh my God, what is that? Like, oh my God. And like the amount of questions, I felt like a celebrity on that plane, sitting alone with my trophy. And then you have to explain to them what Giddha is. I don't even say Giddha, I just say, yeah, folk dance. And then they ask you a billion questions after that. and you just feel like Beyonce on that plane because look at me and my big trophy. It was, yeah, that's another memory I have. Dude, I was so pissed during that flight. I'm like, yo. Dude, hold on, I'm like this tall. The trophy was like right here. It's in there. Go get it, it's in there. This is me. This is the trophy that made me miss my flight. As you can see, we're the best of friends. This was also the very first trophy we placed first with during live. So shout out to us and the trophy. Shan-E has given me confidence. I still have stage fright, I know. I have, every time you step on, I still get like those butterflies and I still get nervous, but it's given me the confidence to express myself. As a dancer, it's given me some of my best friends. I met my very first friend, Jasu, here when I was 5. We started off together. It's given me the best of memories. We've cried in the studio, this spot right here. We've laughed here. We've spent 1 a.m., 2 a.m. practices here. We've been stressed out here. We've fought here. Our arguments and fights don't really mean that we're actually fighting. It's just sometimes frustration gets out like that, but nobody ever takes it to heart here. Shan-E has given me the opportunity to get to know myself better. I've also met amazing kids here. I'm not an instructor here, but it's always nice to see all the funny kids that you come across during Nachli Sham, Folkrang, even Lodi. People recognize me from the Shan-E vlogs. I'm kind of like a local celebrity here, guys. But I walked into one of Joe's classes in Vancouver and the kids were like, oh my God, are you Kat? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Shout out to PJ, he let me use his expensive camera to vlog. Thank you for trusting me with that. I didn't break it. I'm still learning how to vlog, but I think I've gotten a little better at that. Another progression that I've seen over the years is growing up, all the instructors were male. We had 1 Giddha instructor, and fast forward, it's the opposite. We have 3 male instructors and the rest of the squad is female, so girl power. It's nice to see the changes in that. Also the males here, they've never stepped on our toes. I feel as if they've always supported Giddha. Jitinder uncle's always supported. He'd always walk in and be like, Giddha kiya, Bhangra pao, kind of thing. He even, when we were younger, he even got Jasu and I to do a Bhangra class. It just wasn't for us, so we stuck to Giddha. But he pushed us to our limits, and I feel like him nagging us like, oh, Giddha's not it, there's nothing, Giddha kuch nahi reha. That kind of thing pushed us even more, and I think it was kind of his reverse psychology technique to get us to, you know, be better and do better. Yeah, but shout out to him, and thank you to him for giving us Shan-E. Thank you to Pinda Uncle, Mandy Paji for giving us Shan-E, this platform, these relationships, these friendships. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, the girls here wouldn't be here, nobody would be here, so thank you.
Shout out to Pavneet, she got best dancer.
And she was like, what, for me? Even Raymond Paji, shout out to him, he got talking. What, for me? He's still recording.
Oh, yeah, he was literally like,
he's like, what, for me? PJ, don't you want to do a Shan-E talk? Shout out to the man behind the camera who does all this stuff but never takes credit for it. This is insert credit. I seen him on one vlog and that was doing Folkrang. That's it, he like barely records himself. It's just me swinging the camera around like this. Shout out to the girls from India that taught us how to actually vocalize, the girls on the team.
And Didi.
But thanks to Love because I can sing next to her, not sound like a cow, so that's always nice. Otherwise I sound like a dying horse, bro. Shout out to Gabru TV for posting us. Without his posting, we would not be famous. So if you're out there and you're a sponsor, please do a competition so we can attend. Thank you very much.